Alright, gonna test the autopilot. Heading mode, autopilot. Goes left. Goes right. Disconnect. Set trim for takeoff. Trim on both. It's up, down. Back up. Set for takeoff. 50%. Engine systems, mixture rich. Boost pump on. 1700 RPM. Ag 1.
Smooth. Delaware traffic, Phenom 926 Julie Kilo, taxiing to runway 10, Delaware.
Ag 2. Alternator 2 goes off, alternator 1 picks up the charge.
Yep.
Alternator back on. Boost pump will stay on. Takeoff, go around, ready to go. Alright, so while we're here, I'll do a procedure. I'm going to select my approach real quick. We're going to do the RNAV 10 back in here. Not going to do vectors. We'll do we'll go to Kyra. Minimums we'll go ahead and put on. Our minimums are 1195. And we're going to load it, we're not going to activate it, so that'll be set and ready to go.
Okay.
Laps are 50%. Rich, boost pump on.
Delaware County traffic, Cirrus 717 Alpha Papa, departing runway 10, will be departing to the northwest. Delaware County.
Nobody on final.
Sir.
Rotate. Heading.
Positive rate, gear up.
Positive rate, no gear. Indicated airspeed. 20. And there's a couple 100 feet positive rate. Flaps up.
Traffic, 7 o'clock, low, less than a mile.
Set Phenom, I guess.
Delaware County, Cirrus 717 Alpha Papa, departing the pattern to the northwest, Delaware.
And Delaware traffic, Phenom 926 Julie Kilo, departing runway 10, also
600.
going northwest. I'll keep my eye out for the Cirrus. I'll get above you in a hurry.
Grimes Field, Cessna 16127, about 2.5 miles northeast of the field. We'll be coming in 45 downwind to runway 19er.
What a difference this makes in a general aviation airplane to have all ICAS.
Yeah. We're going to have to go back in a second. Your door's popped open. Okay, but it popped open. Just let it be, we're fine.
Unless there are airspeed restrictions or something, just...
There's nothing, we'll just...
I'm not going to touch it, so...
Just let it be and we'll go to... I'll just stop at 3,000 feet. We'll just fly around for a minute.
Keep your airspeed down a little bit.
When we get to altitude, I will.
Unless it is to you, but to me it's not a big deal.
No, it doesn't bother me.
Hotel, downwind.
You train for the situation to not freak out and fly the plane.
Yep.
3,000, boost pump off, mixture or power back down to, go to 6, we'll go best economy. Engine, we'll go to assist. First is peaked. Going to last.
Beat right.
Drive traffic, Cessna 16127.
There's the last 50 degrees lean and peak.
Field will be circling around and then entering 45 to the downwind, 19er.
Running a little bit slower.
That's fine for what we're doing.
Enough. Going to flight plan. So Kyra's at 2,600 feet. Not bad, is it?
No, not at all. Beautiful airplane. I just didn't have an idea of what the panel was going to look like, this being a 2008.
Right. This is the first year they switched over from dual Garmin 430s and the Avidyne into the Garmin G1000s. Alright, so we'll go back to Kyra. Go ahead and then our nav mode. We'll go to Kyra, and then here it will give the top of descent. So in about a minute, you're going to hear a ding.
Okay.
It'll chime in, and then I'll go into vertical speed mode and bring us down to 2,600 feet for this approach.
Got it. Well, I tell you what, the generation of the older airplanes, this is a dream.
If you know what you're looking at, we could do. We're just doing this so fast that. I mean, but you know what you're looking at, though, too. A lot of people, when they get in here for the first time, have no idea. 7,100 feet above me. Got it here.
I see.
There.
Kira, the only thing on the airlines, we would have a target altitude down on it.
Or at the top of descent.
19er.
Or at Kyra.
Kyra.
It is. It's right here.
Okay.
All your altitudes are already fixed in there for you. That's why it knows at the top of descent what my vertical speed target is and when I need to do it. That'll go off in 8 seconds, and then we'll start the descent.
Vertical track.
All right. Vertical speed.
Does it have a descent profile, or do you just take target like 500 feet a minute down, or?
It's vertical speed required and your target.
Okay, got it.
I'm set at 400 right now. We'll get down there by the time you get to that cyan colored line.
Yeah, okay.
And then once we get to it, I'll go ahead and load approach mode.
Over the
And
field.
see the glide path come in up here, and then it will capture about 2 miles out from, I believe, Ito.
So you have LNAV VNAV then, right?
LNAV, VNAV, LPV.
I didn't mean that as a question.
It's WAS all the way through, yeah.
Pretty amazing when you get down below 300 feet on an approach. These systems.
Yeah,
And VNAV.
it'll put in your minimums, it'll do your call outs and everything for you the whole way.
That's amazing. The 737, in the other airplanes, the 757,
Travis Field, 16127.
767, MD-80s,
45.
all of them, we had auto-land, multiple autopilots.
Right.
When we got the 737s, American didn't want to pay Boeing's price for the auto-lands.
Oh yeah?
So they put the HUDs in. The captain flies the approaches on the HUD. The officer can fly too, but not to an auto land.
This won't do an auto land because it doesn't have auto throttle.
I know.
But it will do vertical speed indicated or VNAV if you want.
Yeah.
And with VNAV is if you get down and you don't bring the throttle back in, it'll level off. So you got to still maintain the throttle. 5 miles to Mosky, 6 miles to the final approach fix after that. Slow it down a little bit more.
This is a royal treat to see a single engine with
Flight director and the whole thing, yeah.
never seen one that sophisticated in in a general aviation.
So flaps in here are 120 for the first pitch and about 104 for the second. Couple miles outside of Ito, I'll go ahead.
Traffic, Cessna 1612.
Bring it back down below 120.
19er.
Okay.
Actually, I'll just go ahead and do that now. Get down to about 35% power, 2100 or RPM. And we are 2 miles from our inbound turn. We're gonna have a couple planes south of us. Keep your eye out to your 3 o'clock. Be 1,000 feet low of us. I think they're flying into Marysville. It should be like, it's right up over there in that field. Our runway out there.
I got it.
Got it.
Drive traffic, Cessna 16127, turning base, runway 1.
Mode approach mode. Now we got vertical guidance. When it captures the glide path, you'll see the dot come in up at the top. When it starts coming down, and it's right at the 1 dot deflection, we'll go ahead and bring in power back down to 15% and laps 50%. Glide path is coming in.
Drive traffic, Cessna 16127, final 19er.
That flame helps a lot for identifying, doesn't it?
It sure does. On the way in, that's what I kind of use to get in.
Delaware traffic, Cirrus 717 Alpha Papa, 10 miles to the west, long final on the RNAV 10 approach, Delaware.
I mean, it'll tell you all the distances, then up top where you're at. You can customize all the different fields up top if you want to. Boost pump is on, mixture will enrich in, landing lights on, belt, and doors open.
Green County traffic, Warrior 43856, 45 for the downwind, runway 7, Green County.
No, at 160 knots, this thing is really sleek.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want to run Rich-A-Peak, does like 170, 175. I mean, for the extra 5 gallons, I kind of bring it back to about, I'd run Lena Peak and run like about 160, 164, somewhere in there. The operating range for this to be most efficient, when it gets its best performance, is between 7 and 10,000 feet. Normally between 8 and 10. Glide path is coming in. We're going to aim for about 100 knots the whole way in.
Sounds good. Especially when it's bouncing a little. Marla doesn't do well in bumpy air, turns or anything. I was glad to hear she didn't come.
Right.
I didn't want a mishap in your airplane.
A notch of flaps are down.
Green County traffic, Warrior 43856, left base 7, Green County.
Glide path is just captured.
Delaware traffic, Cirrus 717 Alpha Papa, 5 mile final, runway 10, Delaware.
Green County traffic, Warrior 43856, final 7.
1,000 feet is pattern altitude. About 1,500 feet is when I'll put in my last notch of flaps.
Okay. It's really pretty up here.
Oh yeah.
Delaware traffic, 3 mile final, runway 10, Delaware.
Delaware traffic, Cessna 1265 Quebec, leaving T hangars for runway 10, Delaware.
500.
And 100 to minimums.
Minimums, minimums.